Sorry that this review is late. You know, election was on Tuesday, so I kind of forgot about it. Everything kind of overshadowed this. So anyway, this is episode 6 of Soul Busters. Watching this episode in the beginning, I'm thinking I missed the episode or so, because this dude is running around looking for the girl. I'm thinking, are you sure you should be running around with that injury? Didn't you get slashed last week? Some guy popped up out of nowhere. I'm thinking, what the hell's going on? Like, did I miss something? And they got these words cutouts flashing in the screen like this is the Monogatari series. Throughout this, I'm thinking 9 out of 10 he's just unconscious. I hope they explain this mummy looking guy sooner or later. God, this is like the third time we've seen him. You must be the revived ruler of the Lost Dynasty. And also, he needs some milk. He looks like he just rose from the coffin or tomb, or however people buried their rulers back in that era. It's still bugging me how he can use spiritual energy so easily and relatively well in the first go without any or much repercussions. Except past Snap, but like really, he didn't do this before, so why can he do it relatively so good now? And why did that Yu-Gi-Oh villain with those clothes that defied physics didn't give chase? Like shit, if I was in his shoes and I had all those servants at my beck and call, I'd have raised hell. Like their ass is mine, like, but fuck it, right? Your anime logic, right guys? We also got more info on the palace that he and his followers are trying to find an item there to revive the Lost Dynasty for individuals that got high spiritual energy. And while I'm thinking this, I'm saying this guy sounds like Hitler. Thus cut out the Aryan race and insert high spiritual users. Everything that's relatively the same, because I want to rule and eliminate all that oppose them. Also, the mummy guy said that something related to heart. So I'm saying, is the main character the reincarnation of this guy in this era? Since he mentioned heart, or his heart. That will kind of explain why he has so much high spiritual powers, but that's a stretch at this moment. And also, when they run away from the supposed chasers, when they ran into the slums, or the ghetto, and she said this way, and the gate closed down on them, I'm saying, why are you even listening to her? You know this area pretty much more than she does. So her input on this is not valuable. So you screwed yourself over, like ran into the direction she said to run to. And boom, the new cast member popped up. The moment he showed up, I'm like saying, I'm not even worried. Really. He's not even going to be a long-term villain or even a short-term antagonist of the main character and his girl. Because he's in the opening, like, even in the opening, he's helping them and like forming a seal or whatever to help them in the battle. So I'm saying, okay, he's just going to be like a few seconds of showing his combat ability and that's it. And that's what happened. And his reason to fighting and all that stuff. And that sensei though, lurking in the sewers, she's fine but still suspect. I'm thinking she's only there for plot reasons. And she turned out to be a general. Not like the best power looking general, but general no less. Like, is it just me, but like every character introduced in the very first or second episode are relevant in the plot. Like, if you think about it, there were no background characters in those first 2 episodes. So this happens. So yeah. Wow. And it still makes almost no sense. I think they're rushing the episode, this episode a bit too fast. Cause just throw stuff on the table and expect you to pull stuff together. Because since this is a light novel adaptation, but like, it felt kind of rushed to me. I don't know. And literally in the last scene, the very last scene, they're being followed by that guy in the last battle against that Yu-Gi-Oh guy that defied physics. His clothes anyway. It's the invisible guy that he has under his control to find the palace. I guess it's smart of the servant not to attack them now, but to stay invisible to like make them literally show him the way. I'm saying there are 2 veterans, one master and the other servant of the girl, and you're telling me they don't really sense him at all? Not even a little bit? You're in this field of combat. I think in most of these shows, you must be able to at least be aware of your surroundings. I don't really expect much from the MC right now, until he pulls some bullshit off his ass again. But those 2, I expect more from them, to at least be aware of the surroundings. Like, he's not even trying to avoid like distorting like the environment to make sure himself is completely invisible to everyone else. He stepped on the flower and everything. I'd love to hear you guys' thoughts on this episode in the comment section below. This is sort of late, but anyway, this is Cryptic signing out.